Hey everyone, welcome back to 52 Weeks Older and Wiser. My name's Serena, and if you can believe it or not, we are at week 12 of this 52-week journey. So we're almost a quarter of the way through the year. And thank you so much for joining me. It's been an adventure so far, and we've still got a lot of the year to go. So I'm glad to have you here. You've also made it through over a year of the COVID-19 pandemic. It is just hard to believe that we've made it. So that's something else to be really proud of, and something else that was really hard. This has been a hard year, and that got me thinking of something else that's really difficult, and that is behavior change. This whole concept of adopting healthier behaviors or getting rid of behaviors that are not healthy. And I think that's a lot of what I've been asking you to do over the past 11 weeks is to try something new and to try and change something that you're doing to make you healthier. And when you think about behavior change, there are dozens, if not hundreds, if not thousands of different strategies for helping people change their behaviors. And scientists and researchers keep trying to figure out what that magic potion is, that silver bullet that's going to make it that easy for all of us to change a behavior that we might want to change. But let me tell you something, they're still working on it. There is nothing that is like an instant potion that we can pour onto ourselves and we'll just magically be able to do the things we want to do. Behavior change is innately difficult. And because it's so difficult, a lot of us give up before we've achieved that thing that we want to achieve. One of the things that a lot of the different theories around behavior change incorporate is the idea of goal setting, and kind of that idea of, if you don't know where you're going, how are you going to get there? And one thing that they pretty much all agree on is the fact that those big goals that we might kind of set for ourselves, like I want to eat healthy, need to be broken down into smaller bite-sized pieces. So the idea of I want to eat healthy, well, what does that really mean? What does that mean to you? Does that mean that you're going to incorporate a vegetable into at least 2 out of 3 meals each day? Is that eating healthy to you? Is cutting out all red meat, is that healthy to you? So the idea of being really specific when you are setting your goals is something that most behavior change theorists can agree on, is that you need to be as specific as possible. So this idea of taking small, tiny steps towards your goal is one of the most important things you can do when you are setting any type of behavior change goal. Whether it is eating healthy, whether it's being more physically active, or drinking more water, or getting more sleep at night, or decreasing your stress. All of those kind of big umbrella type ideas can be boiled down into really small, manageable pieces. A lot of times when we're trying to change a behavior, we try and do too much all at once. So for instance, if we want to lose weight, we'll start exercising 5 or 6 days a week. We'll start eating healthy. We'll cut out all processed sugar. And all of a sudden it becomes way too much for us to handle all at once. And it becomes unrealistic to ask of ourselves. And what happens when we are unrealistic of those requests of ourselves, we just give up. We say, this is too hard. I can't do this. I might as well just stick with my current behaviors. And that's exactly why breaking it down into those manageable, accomplishable tasks are one of the primary keys to changing any behaviors. Another thing is that it has to be something that you really want to do. Somebody else who comes to you and says, you need to stop eating so much sodium, or you need to work out 3 days a week. That's somebody else's goal for you. But unless it's important to you and it makes sense in your life at that time, and you feel like it's something that you can accomplish, it's just not going to happen. Or it could happen for a week or 2 weeks or maybe 2 months, but in the long run, it's just not sustainable. So I wanted to just talk to you about this today because I wanted to kind of lift a weight off of your shoulders. You know, a lot of us try to change a behavior and we fail, and then we give up on ourselves instead of just taking a step back and looking at what we did and showing ourselves some grace and saying, you know what, maybe that strategy wasn't the right one for me at that time. What else can I do that seems more realistic? And you come at it from a different angle. You know, I think about it a lot of times like an athlete learning to perfect a skill, like dribbling in soccer. Dribbling is not easy by any means. And if professional soccer players just gave up and didn't practice it over and over and come up with a process that works for them to perfect their skill, if they just gave up, what good would that do them? They wouldn't become the professional soccer players they are. We need to treat ourselves the same way when we're trying to become behavior change experts for our own lives. Give yourself some grace. Just because you're not good at it right away doesn't mean you're not going to become good at it. Take it one tiny step at a time, one tiny manageable step at a time. And if you don't reach that one small micro goal that you've set for yourself, don't throw up your hands in defeat. Just reassess what happened and why maybe that wasn't the right solution at that time. And then try something new. Just because one idea, one solution didn't work doesn't mean that another 5 solutions aren't going to work either. One of them could be perfect for you. So I'm going to link to some resources on behavior change strategies and tips for successfully achieving your healthy goals, healthy lifestyle goals. And this is something that I really want you to think about incorporating into your life now, and then how that is going to help you, how incorporating it into your life now is going to help you as you age. So thanks again for accompanying me on this journey. It's been educational for me, and I hope that it has helped you in some little way. And I hope that this idea of behavior change and giving yourself some grace as you move through your behavior change processes is helpful as you walk through the rest of this year and the rest of the years to come. Thanks again for joining me. I hope you're feeling 1 week older and wiser. Take care.